The human heart is like a vast, boundless ocean, each one brimming with unique undercurrents of emotion. We cannot expect everyone to be kind and warm. After all, hostility and disdain are often as elusive as a fog, perhaps rooted in personality differences or bred by misunderstandings and estrangement. Once these negative emotions take root, they are difficult to reverse. We shouldn't unrealistically expect others to suddenly change their attitude, as this is neither within our control nor logically plausible. Faced with such situations, all we can do is uphold the principles of acceptance and understanding, and approach others' attitudes with a peaceful heart. This is the only initiative we can seize when we can't change them. In the tumultuous and complex world, a wise man once said that inner peace is a solid shield against the storms of the outside world. When we encounter disrespect from others, the most important thing is to safeguard this inner peace. This peace isn't about suppressing emotions or unconditionally yielding, but rather a state of detachment from worldly disputes and unperturbed by trivial matters. As the ancients said, unperturbed by praise or criticism, leisurely watch the flowers in the courtyard bloom and fall, unconcerned about coming or staying, carefree as the clouds roll and unfold. This means that no matter how turbulent the outside world may be, we can maintain inner composure and remain unmoved. When we truly achieve this inner peace, it's like mastering the course of our emotions, becoming the helmsman of our own destiny. In this state, we can focus on our own affairs without distraction, unaffected by the words and actions of others, maintaining our own rhythm and pace. When emotions override reason, we often make impulsive decisions that we later regret, ultimately impacting the course of our lives. More importantly, those who disrespect us often hope to see us panic. In their eyes, our panic and anxiety are signs of their success, proof that we are unworthy of respect. However, if we can maintain inner peace and remain unmoved by external influences, their attempts will be thwarted. After all, true respect is never bestowed by others but earned through our own words and actions. On the stage of life, confident people always shine brightest. We as the masters of our own destiny are staunch defenders of our own values and staunch defenders of our own choices. When external doubt and disrespect flood in like a tide, if we fall into a vortex of self-doubt, we will only push ourselves into the abyss of despair. We must not let the slightest external influence shake our inner convictions. Excessive self-reflection and endless rumination will only weaken our confidence and crumble our once resilient selves. Confidence is not blind arrogance, but rather stems from deep-seated self-affirmation and perseverance. We must firmly believe in our own abilities and worth, and firmly believe that we deserve the world's gentle treatment, respect, and appreciation. When faced with doubt and disdain, we should respond with unwavering confidence and demonstrate our strength through concrete actions. Amidst such skeptical gazes, we must constantly hone ourselves comprehensively enhance our abilities, continuously break through our limitations, and courageously forge ahead toward higher goals. We must remember that external denial is merely a momentary emotional outburst, while our inner aspirations for ourselves are truly worthy of a lifelong pursuit. Let us wield the sword of self-confidence, slash the thorns on our path, and fearlessly forge ahead, composing our own magnificent epic. In the long journey of life, knowing when to distance ourselves is a valuable wisdom. When we embrace the world with peace and confidence, the wisest course of action when faced with those who disrespect us is often to distance ourselves. Sometimes, regardless of the reason for their disrespect, it simply reveals their own narrow-mindedness and prejudice. We don't need to waste energy trying to resolve such conflicts through communication or attempts at understanding. Instead, we should decisively turn away. This kind of distance is not an escape, but rather a form of self-preservation, allowing us to quickly withdraw from the vortex of chaos and avoid unnecessary entanglement. Life is short and precious. We should not waste our precious time on those who are unworthy, nor should we get caught up in endless arguments. As the old saying goes, facts speak for themselves, but only those willing to listen truly believe what we have to say. For those who are already entrenched in their preconceived notions and stubbornly insist on their own opinions, no amount of explanation will be of any use. However, distancing ourselves from others doesn't mean we should retreat from all disrespect. When necessary, We should bravely stand up. And resolutely defend our dignity and rights. But before we act, we must clearly understand that becoming entangled with others often comes at a heavy price. Rather, it's better to adopt a more mature and rational approach, which will save us energy and preserve our inner peace. Whether others respect us isn't necessarily directly linked to our own words and actions.